Perfect.
Good. It's good.
Oh man, it's a cool shirt.
Okay, we're live now. Thank you, everyone. Welcome to CineKuest video. We're going live for, I think it's like the third time we've done this.
Sure.
So, like as always, we're staying consistent with some technical difficulties. So here we are now. Today it is Friday the 13th, and
Yeah.
I mean, as you know, it's a special day for those who like horror.
A lottery.
Roland came dressed up for the occasion with his
Oh my.
I think
Jason
we're all
mask, sunglasses.
sporting out something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also has there. See,
I
All
can't wait.
right.
I busted him.
see, y'all are dressed for the occasion. I'm wearing the wrong thing. I have a shirt for Return of the Living
You're
Dead.
with
It has
us
a
in-
Tarman on the.
You're with us in spirit.
I
That's
mean,
all that matters.
Ray have of course had to go the classy route. And
Yeah, and
I tell him he still needs his cufflinks. But
yeah, need some Tarman cufflinks or something.
He's almost there. He's almost there.
But we're here with the Evil by Default podcast, guys. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
I am your guest, Alistair Sharkwater.
And I am your evil guest, Jamie Strode.
Guys, thank you for
We
being
are
with us today.
live.
Thank you for being with us today, guys. It's
That's
been a
cool.
long time coming. We're trying to plan this as much as possible. So here we are now.
Yeah.
So basically today, we have to make sure
Oh,
this is
that.
Roland. This is my
Roland,
co-host.
nice to meet you.
Hiya. Nice to meet you.
You guys know Bryce, who's been on the podcast a few times.
MoQuest adjacent. Wasn't that
The
what he
MoQuest
said?
adjacent guy.
Jeez.
That's how he refers to himself whenever he talks about
Proper.
being on the podcast.
Yeah. Oh.
He's
right.
like, well, you're on the podcast, right? He's like, well, I'm MoQuest adjacent because he comes on, he comes off. He's kind of like
He's around.
Yeah, he's around
He's like-
sometimes.
He's like the Green Ranger. You know, he's not there all the time, but when he's there, oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a hell of a comparison.
It is.
No, we don't want to like stroke his ego any more than he already
that's
has.
true. He
If he's
doesn't need it.
listening, that's right. I said it.
He's
gonna-
probably stroking his beard right now. He's,
Yeah.
please tell me more.
He's
Say
gonna-
more.
Probably
I guarantee he's
eating
gonna bitch me out
ramen
later.
right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be doing. Shit.
She's
Can we
like-
curse here?
Oh. I mean, it's encouraged. I mean, expected. Should.
Glorious, glorious.
So, guys, since you're on CineQuest, we want to introduce you guys to whatever audience we have. So if we share audience, we can kind of cross over and stuff like that.
Our
So
audience of one.
our audience of one right
out
now.
there
So like, who
listening,
was there a few minutes ago? Or
probably.
he is still there actually.
Oh, no
apparently.
shit.
I don't
They'll
know.
come back. They'll come
It's
back.
that one that. Oh man, I still remember that one listener that was on with Jamie.
Yeah,
the other
we
Jamie.
had one person like giving us this whole spiel about
It was-
like
I thought they were
religion and
catfishing him
stuff.
or whatever.
yeah, and then they said that they wanted to
Nasty.
fuck our friend who was on the
Yeah.
stream, and I was like,
No, they
"That's
were
really
like,
strange."
No, they told him. He was like, "Come on, bald man," or something like.
Yeah, they
"Fuck
said,
me, baby."
"Fuck me, Baldy," and we're
Yeah,
like,
there we
"Whoa,
go.
what the fuck?"
Oh,
What?
Yeah,
What was
it
happening?
was great.
sorry about that, guys. I was real bored that night.
No judging.
So, you guys want to tell us a little about yourself, like maybe like how you all got together? We all like horror movies. For CineQuest, we don't just focus on horror movies; do a lot more movies in general. But we are big horror movie fans, or just horror in general. Pretty much anything. I like horror movies a lot. Roland also plays like horror video games. We also read horror books. Just horror all over the place.
Horror is
horror
the
everywhere.
best. I love.
But if you want to tell us how you guys got started, like what inspired you to love the horror movie or horror anything?
Yeah. Right.
Let's see, one of my earliest moments involving horror, I was a young, impressionable 5-year-old. I was scrolling in the middle of the day.
That sounds
Scrolling
about
through
right,
TV,
yeah.
and
Cool.
I saw this woman on a canoe. And I'm like, what movie? What movie is this? And then she sees the police, she waves, and all of a sudden you see a fucking warped Jason Voorhees jump out of the water and grab her at 10 in the morning. I don't know what channel this was. I don't know who fucked up with this schedule, but I was like, oh shit.
That had to
Sounds
be like a
Breakfast of Champions right
like
there.
a Channel 4, Channel 5 kind of matinee Friday the
Yeah.
13th show.
Yeah. Sunday matinee.
And
Damn.
for me, like a big ritual, like Saturday nights, Nickelodeon, Schnick.
Oh,
yeah.
Are you
yeah.
in the
Saturday
dark?
Night Nick. Yeah.
Are you afraid of the dark?
That
Hell
was
yeah.
awesome. I used to check that out. And wasn't Erie, Indiana on there for a long time?
No,
too?
that was Channel 23.
That was
Nickelodeon.
Fox. And
Fox.
that
Shout out to
show,
Fox, sorry.
Okay. I was,
that show blew my mind. Did you know I rewatched all the episodes, and I completely forgot one. One episode had Danielle Harris.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
It blew my
Yeah.
mind.
She's been in the horror game for a long time.
Oh
She's
yeah.
a scream queen.
Another in my, what was it? Rushmore of horror, Joe Bob Briggs. I was there for Monster Vision. I was
Yeah.
introduced to a lot of the classics through him, and now I got Shudder simply just to watch his Last Drive-In.
He's slowly getting me into it.
Yeah.
I'm
Awesome.
corrupting. I am influencing. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
in all the best way.
Yeah, I think we were watching Joe Bob as well, and the only reason I got Shudder initially was because of that.
Yep.
He was coming back, and I remember the first night that they did show that show, like the website crashed. I was actually driving home from work, watching it. I had it on the phone,
Mm.
and the website crashed. So I wasn't watching it. I was
For the
driving, but
internet.
just listening. So,
Screaming, no! It's gone.
Jamie, what about you?
So for me, my love for horror came from my parents. Both of my parents are big horror lovers.
Oh, that's awesome.
So growing up, we would have either Friday nights or Saturday nights, like family movie nights, but it was always like horror nights.
Yeah.
So we'd always hit up Blockbuster and then Hollywood. And then across the street, I don't know if you remember in McAllen, there was Popeyes. So we would always like hit up Popeyes like right afterwards.
Nice.
But yeah, they introduced me to movies like Return of the Living Dead, Evil Dead Part 1 and 2. What was it? It's the Sentinel or Sentinel, something
Yeah.
like that. It's from the
Yeah.
70s, yeah, with Chris Sarandon.
Yeah.
Man, that movie messed me up. That was something else right there. So yeah, my parents weren't scared to show us like movies like that. They just ripped off the fucking band-aid. Oh, I'm so sorry. I cussed. I have a potty mouth. Is that
No,
a no?
Please feel free.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No.
all right. Because I'm gonna leash myself.
Oh, go ahead.
I mean,
feel free.
whatever works for you.
I'm looking at the comics right now. Mark, yeah, Showgirls. I always wanted to be a dancer.
Damn. Damn.
Awesome. Yeah, okay. I mean, I can see it.
This guy, Showgirls is kind of a scary film. Like
I'm gonna crack open my beer already.
I mean, if you say so, is it?
it has some scary parts in there.
Huh.
Which one?
Showgirls.
I was like, I guess I remember it differently.
I mean, there's some fun parts. It's a fun movie.
Oh.
I won't deny that, but it was has its moments.
Sure.
I know for us, my first time watching a horror movie, I was in Corpus visiting family, and I saw Return of the Living Dead, and we had some Little Caesars. So I associate a lot of horror pizza kind of things. I mean,
Yeah,
seems pretty
it's
typical.
like a family tradition,
Yeah.
right?
And I know as a family, we watched not just my parents, but my
Didn't
aunts
you
and my
make them
cousins.
watch all that stuff though?
No,
Or
no, no.
were
They weren't in control of that. I
No?
was outside family that did that.
Uh,
As a family, we watched The Exorcist when I was in fifth
oh,
grade,
man.
and
Dude, same here.
it was fun. It was a good time. Didn't traumatize me at all. At least I don't think. I probably like.
I really liked the book more than anything. It was.
I haven't even read the book though.
Oh, really?
No, I haven't.
Wow. Okay.
So what inspired you guys to like start a podcast, specifically for that particular genre?
Well, it was COVID. We were bored out of our minds, and I'd always want to do a podcast for years, and I finally found the tools I needed to do it. And I was like, "Do you want to forge our horror host names and start a podcast? We just shoot the shit, have a beer." And luckily, my best friend, she joined me.
Nice.
Fucking
And
cool.
now we are Evil by Default podcast. Alistair Sharkwater and Jamie Strode.
Nice.
Yeah.
Evil by Default podcast. Our powers only grow on Friday the 13th.
I was
On
telling
Friday
Ray
the
earlier.
13th.
I really dig y'all's logo for your podcast. It's cool.
Oh,
stuff.
thank you. I just like slapped it together really quick.
I mean, it works. It's great.
Thank you. Appreciate
Stuff
that.
is like way harder than most folks think, and like, yeah,
No, it's not easy.
I dig it.
It's not easy. Doing social media
Oh,
editing, all
jeez.
that stuff. Oh man, it's a
Yeah,
nightmare.
all
It is
that
a
promotion
nightmare.
stuff.
Yeah. It really is.
Yeah, like Ray pretty much is like the one man the one man show or whatever here for the most part.
I've gotten better after
yeah.
many years of like
I
just
mean-
fucking up. So
What? How long is this now?
Uh,
It's been like 4 or 5.
since 2018.
Oh wow, that's not
Okay,
too
yeah.
bad.
So that,
I'm barely dipping my toes into video editing.
yeah.
Well,
It's fun. It's
It
tedious, but it's
absolutely-
fun.
At both, yeah, both of those.
It took a while for us to kind of get the hang of it because we started. I think when we started,
It's hard to
doing
find like
video.
the balance of like what you want to mess with and like what's like ended up being a waste of time, and then
I think our first video, because we were just doing audio podcasting for a while, and then we wanted to try a video. I think 2019,
yeah.
the Super Mario Brothers
Ah,
episode,
man.
we tried to do a video,
Damn it.
and that
I was so bummed about that.
we had the video, we had the webcam going on OBS, and
Yeah, it just
we
shit the
recorded the
bed.
whole time, and then when we played it back, like it was completely off center.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
So that was, we had the audio, but the video was fucked up.
Yeah.
And then we go, you know what? Next time we're gonna get it. And then we did Double Dragon, and that fucked up too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome, Double Dragon.
Yeah.
So those two were pretty much.
I want to
We're
go
shit out
back
of
to
luck on
him.
those.
I want to go back to him for later on, probably.
we have our own lost episode story. We had seen, and it was new at the time, a movie on Shudder called The Dark and the Wicked.
Yeah,
One of
I've
my
seen that. Yeah, it's a really good
favorites,
one. Yeah.
We
It
had
is a
done a
lost
review,
episode.
and Jamie had wrote the most eloquent, detailed notes. The problem is we kind of forgot the order of the events that happened in the movie,
Uh-huh.
and when we tried to go to her notes, even she couldn't read her own handwriting.
That
People
sucks.
tell me I should have been a doctor. They're like, "Oh, signature here.
It's like
What's your name,
backwards
ma'am?
chicken
What's
scratch.
it's right there, Brittany."
Aw.
Next time, I've learned just type out your notes. I don't know
Type
why I'm
them
over
out,
here
yeah.
scribbling.
We have quite a few lost
Uh,
episodes ourselves. Fucked up audio, just nonsense that we were like talking. A lot of tests before we started actually doing it. Not press and record.
That's happened to
That's
us.
happened a
Or
lot.
I forgot to plug in the mic and we think it's rolling. And I'm like, "Oh man, the cord.
That almost
I
I
happened
forgot to
earlier.
plug this in."
It's
Our format
at least
started
at least
cutting
it's
out
good to
after
know.
the-
Like we're kind of
Yeah, we check each other.
everyone
like,
everyone
hey,
like
is it
fucks up at
on?
some
Little
Yeah.
checklist.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
In fact, just right now, when we
light's
were
blinking.
about to record, and he was like, "Don't forget to press record on the thing."
Yeah, but
And
I
I'm
was
like,
being a bitch when I said
Yeah.
that. That was the thing.
He was
I
doing it
wasn't really
sarcastically, like an
it's
asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause it happens a
and
lot.
then, like, yeah, that's a lucky coincidence.
So as I would say, as far as like your favorite horror movies, I know this is kind of like a loaded question to ask someone. Do you guys have like a top 5? Not you don't have to be like top 5 specific.
Or even if like you have like a theme, maybe, you know, like
Yeah.
what do you like monsters? Do you like the
Yeah.
set pieces, actors,
Go
all of the
supernatural.
above, you know?
I love it all, man. But slashers, I started off with Scream, so it's
Okay.
always had
Oh,
a
no shit.
very-
Wow. Okay.
very close place in my heart.
Yeah.
My sister had recorded it off pay-per-view on a VHS tape, and I was always like sneaking around, like,
Wow.
"Where's that shit?"
That's perfect. Damn.
Nice.
That's really cool. You know, my parents would record a lot of horror movies when we were little too, and a bunch of them on TV for me. Like I don't know if you guys remember Dr. Giggles. I
Yes!
loved the movie so much.
Yes!
So she had to
I
wait for it to
fucking
like you
love
would
that
get the
movie.
newspaper so you can read it and be like, "Oh, okay, it's gonna show
I-
at this time."
I
And she went and recorded
that's awesome.
Dr. Giggles on VHS for
That's
me
so
because I
awesome.
loved this
I-
movie
I
when I was a
bought-
kid.
Mine. So like one of my, he's like, I call him my cousin, but like he's my nephew. He's like only a year younger than me. That's why it's just like we grew up together, whatever. But like, you know, he dressed up as Dr. Giggles for Halloween one year.
That is
and-
so cool.
And it was like we were kids, and I was like, "What? Oh, you suck," you know. And he got it on DVD later, and I still like love quoting.
Do you have like the
still love
need
quoting that
to
movie.
dress as Dr. Giggles?
That would be really cool because then I could walk around like
I don't
using all
know.
those bad like puns that he uses.
Well,
Like,
you
are
know
you
what?
going to use protection?
I'm gonna hold you to that shit. Halloween, you're
you-
gonna dress as Dr. Giggles.
You better deliver
if
that giggle,
I
though.
want to. Okay, that would be easy. Like he's the straight man throughout that whole thing. He deadpans everything. It's so awesome. Like I fucking loved it. But I also really mostly know him from the villain from Darkman.
Yeah.
Actually, so that's where like I came from that
Right, yeah.
into Dr. Giggles, which is what I'd rather be. I'd rather be Darkman because like that's easy and cool. And you could do some Ted Raimi stuff. I don't know. It'd be
Ted
fun.
Raimi stuff.
I
Ted
mean, you
Raimi.
could be
Yeah.
Darkman
What,
right
you,
now.
What? You
could be
think you're
Darkman
Sam
right
Raimi?
now.
Are you kidding me? Give me a break.
Yeah. So
Putting on airs.
as far as like movies are concerned, what movies are you like? Something that you are rewatchable?
Yeah.
Like doesn't have to be anything solid because I mean that's
Well,
hard for me to answer.
So like
too,
Alistair, you said you're really down with Scream. Jamie, like would you maybe have anything that jumps out at you, like aside from the other ones you were mentioning? Sorry. If not, I can go with the earliest one that I remember, which like I think I've told you about.
Never Ending Story.
Oh wow. Part
Oh,
two.
the Indian in the cupboard.
Part two. Oh wow. I love that.
Yeah, I think we're going
I was a kid.
back in time right now.
Jeez. Oh man. I had to make a little Indian in the cupboard as a kid, like for a class project, and that was
that's really
embarrassing.
cool.
It was the worst, but
Enough of
anyways.
memory lane for you. Roland.
Yeah, I know it's so weird because like my memory's terrible. Absolutely terrible, which is why we can rewatch things so many times, and I want to because I don't remember shit. So it's just like, hey, I've seen this. I think
yeah.
No, I was like the
if you guys ever like
is
like going through like the other podcasts that we've done, like there's like a running joke, either Roland not talking into the mic properly or him just forgetting what we just told him and shit.
yeah,
And it's just us like berating him about it. So
pretty much. Like
it's
just turn my
it's all
it's all audio.
it's all just
way
love,
the
you know.
fuck up.
It's just like berating love, you know.
right.
Yeah, I know I'm making you
It's
uncomfortable.
the way it feels.
That's the point.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to make love to that microphone.
That's
Just,
true. It's
I'm
okay
more-
to roast each other every once in a while.
Exactly.
Absolutely,
I'm
yeah.
way more comfortable with
Got to
that.
make it fun.
Right. That's
Yeah.
affection. Ugh.
Like today, dude, we should do like crazy shenanigans today. It's Friday the 13th. I don't know
beautiful
about you,
shenanigans.
but I feel like walking under a ladder. I feel
Walking
like
under a ladder.
Living
stepping on a crack.
dangerously, huh?
Oh.
I'm gonna
I
bake
think I wanna
those
open an
cookies
umbrella
at 451
indoors.
degrees. Oh,
Let's
nice.
let's spill a lot of salt or something, you know.
I
No,
think I
don't
want to
protect-
throw back a bag of Pop Rocks and chug a soda. I don't know. It's Friday the 13th.
Whoa, that makes you blast out both ends. Be careful.
Heyo.
That's it's playing with fire. You got it.
Dude,
So-
you start doing urban legend shit, man. I'll put on that like little overcoat, man. Bring an axe, look like the dude from Urban Legend.
Oh wow, dude!
Poison Apple loves that movie.
I checked that in theaters actually.
Yeah.
I wish I hadn't,
Me
but
too.
it was
Wow.
it wasn't
Me too.
bad. It wasn't bad.
I
but
saw
was still
that
kinda
in
like-
theaters as well. Yeah.
But it was around the same time as I think I saw The Faculty as well. Weren't they like? I don't think they were too. Oh yeah, it's neighbors.
Oh no, I know. We hear the guy selling elote.
Yeah. So like they're usually this is about when they come in.
Yeah.
Sometimes twice a day. It depends. Because I live in Bumblehill, middle of Nowheresville. So, there's the elotes guy, and down the street a little further, there
Yeah, he's out
no,
there.
it's sorry.
He's out there. Never.
It's loud.
It's,
so if that's what you're hearing, that's all. It is.
So have you guys ever done any like bad luck stuff to kind of like just test the waters?
Ouija board.
I will say this though, I have walked under plenty of ladders and I'm still here.
Yeah,
Must have
same
been some
here.
tall
I've
ladders.
stepped on a crack, and I looked back at my mom, but
Oh.
she's okay. She's still standing strong.
If I spill salt, I'll throw it over my shoulder, But that's from
In
Dumb and
someone's
Dumber, not
face.
from any horror movie.
Nice.
What other kind of like movies do you guys like fond of? Do you guys like comedies, action, and like?
All of the above.
Oh, I'm a big fan of comedy.
Yeah.
Big fan of comedy.
Do you have a particular comedy that you enjoy fairly often, or you can rewatch
How
constantly?
about horror comedy? Anything jumps out to you?
horror comedy?
Yeah.
I always like Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Oh
good.
fuck
That's a
yeah,
good
that was
one.
great. Hell yeah.
Of course, Scary Movie. We just showed Scary
Yeah.
Movie. That one, I
You know-
never get tired of it.
Holy
You know,
shit.
it's funny. I was there to watch that, and
Was that when you told me there's like this movie can't be aired again or like nowadays,
Yeah.
like, this would not work like
well,
10
that's the
years
thing is that
later.
like I haven't seen the movie in a long time, and I
yeah.
forgot how crazy some of the gags are in that movie.
There's 4 of them, right?
Yeah, he was
I don't know.
giggling a lot. Believe it or
Yeah,
not.
I was laughing
but
at that
He
shit
was
too.
laughing a lot.
Yeah.
But I just realized
you know.
I forgot how funny that movie really is, and it's just so fucking funny.
Wasn't that was it the Wayans brother that ends up getting smoked by like a ghost plant or something?
Oh, that
like
was in part 2.
It was part 2.
That's part 2,
Okay,
yeah.
my
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, he gets
Yeah.
rolled up and he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit, son!" And
Yeah.
okay, just trying to keep up. Excuse me, you got it.
Yeah.
It was so funny because he had a fro, and that's when he lit up.
Yeah,
That was the
You
cherry.
got it smoking.
What about you, Alistair? Any other movies that you, any type of genres that you're favorite? I guess.
I'm a good fan of bad action movies. I don't know if you ever seen a movie called Hurricane Heist.
I haven't. No.
Nah, doesn't
No,
ring
it's
any
about
bells.
a heist that takes place on the Federal Reserve during a hurricane because there's no security. They're like barely like a skeleton crew's there, and fucking during the middle of a storm, our heroes are out. They're at like the garage, but they're kind of outside. It's kind of like an outdoorsy area,
Mhm.
and they're out of ammo. And one of the guys like, wait a minute, I have an idea. He takes the hubcap and he throws it kind of in the opposite direction, but the wind is blowing it at the bad guys. So one of them just straight up gets impaled in the torso. It's ridiculous. I love it.
Cool.
What is it called? The Hurricane Heist.
Hurricane Heist, man. That's a fun
make
movie. It's
note
got
of that.
Ryan
Yeah.
Quantin from motherfucking True Blood.
Okay.
And-
Oh, nice.
Is it an Amazon Prime original? Let me see.
We're making a
it
note
was
so we
on
can like
Netflix.
Oh,
we can
it was on
probably
Netflix.
react to that later.
Yeah, I'm always looking. I'm
There you
always looking
go.
for stuff to.
Yeah,
rock my
we're
brain.
we're making like a collection of movies to like try and
It's
bad like the
basically
bad
like-
movies
Yeah,
to
shit,
react
it's
to
a
and
shit
stuff like
fest central over.
that. A lot of
thing.
trauma movies, a lot of just
Oh.
like just dog shit movies.
I do want. We need to get the Trauma Now subscription, like at least for a few
you
months.
do
I
that.
want to pick it up. I am. I will. It's like $5. Ain't gonna break my bank.
Have you guys seen any trauma movies? Like
Dude.
Toxic Avenger.
They played one fucking randomly on Cinemax at like 2 a.m. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Like Romeo and Juliet. And, you know,
Yeah,
Oh,
Romeo
that
and
sounds
Juliet.
hot.
it is.
I have not seen it.
You should.
And
It's a.
It's a James Gunn movie.
Yeah, his first, and
Yeah.
and his brother as well. I think
Yeah.
has that's his first.
It's when you watch some of those movies and you know that James Gunn is involved, you're like, this guy's doing Guardians of the Galaxy now. Like it's insane.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this guy's running DC now. What?
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty outrageous shit. Romeo and Juliet. There's like
Does that mean that that Lloyd Kaufman is going to be?
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
cameoing
Lloyd-
in
yeah, he's gonna be
all
con-
of the DC
yeah.
movies from here on.
He is, yeah,
Pretty
sure.
much like
Ah.
Stan Lee, basically, because like
Oh,
he
he-
did that in his other movies.
Yeah.
In,
Yeah. Dude, if he played Jor-El, man, that would be trippy.
Whoa. Yeah. Damn. That would be like him in a serious role is always fucking hilarious. But man, like that would be nuts. I would totally check that out.
Oh, sure.
I see in the comments,
Mark,
is
yeah.
asking-
Tell your story.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I want you guys on here because I want to know more about you guys specifically. Like,
Yeah.
just anything you want to tell us about you specifically. Like, as much information as you're willing to divulge to us and to the 3 people watching right now.
Mark is saying, "Tell your story, Brittany." What story, Mark? What story are you talking about?
Are we talking about
be specific.
we talking about the car incident?
Oh, you might.
Hello,
You
Freddie.
might be talking about the
Oh, what's
car incident, me getting stranded in Alice,
Bummer.
Texas, on the way back. Yeah, I was
Wow.
in San Antonio to take my fur baby
Mhm.
for surgery, and I was coming back home, and I thought it was the battery, but no, my alternator died.
Whoa,
on,
dude.
Yeah, on the way
That's
back, I was like,
fucked.
holy shit.
Yeah.
And being stranded out there in the middle of nowhere, there's nothing nearby.
Yeah. got
And
it.
you know, it's things. Okay, so that experience was something because so we're there, and it was me and my girlfriend, Poison Apple, and we're there stranded, and cars actually pull up to you, and there's some fucking weirdos out there.
Yeah,
Like
for
they're
sure.
creeping up on the side, looking in the vehicle because they couldn't see us, and I'm like, holy shit, like, dude, do you not see me? And then like they see us, they're like, oh, hi,
So
is
how about
anybody
that
coming for you?
car?
Like they're not even asking, are you okay? Is anybody
Yeah.
coming for you? And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yes.
At the time, no, nobody was
Shit.
coming for me. But
No,
I was like,
but you don't say
somebody's
that,
coming
you
for
know?
me. Yeah, exactly. This is slasher
yeah,
movie
the cops.
101 right here.
Fuck off.
Or if you're stranded
Um,
too, that's prime alien abduction kind of shit too.
Yeah, it was something straight out of a horror movie, but I did actually cave in and I let somebody kind of pull me just to the nearest gas station, right? But I remember seeing in the passenger seat, like he had a woman in the passenger seat, but I could only see through the back. And it's like this crazy hair just poofed down. I'm like, what is going on? And then
What
Mark
does she
was
do?
like, tell him Large Marge sent you. Ah! I don't know if you guys remember that from Pee Wee, but oh my god.
Yeah.
And that was something. That was something. You guys gotta check out that episode, but that was really funny.
It's been a long time since I've checked Pee Wee's Playhouse.
You don't know, that's the movie, man. Like
Oh, the
that
fucking-
scene from
really?
Pee Wee's Big Adventures.
Yeah.
To this day,
Man,
I
I've
have a
still
hard time just
never-
looking at the screen because it kind of scares the shit out of me.
Yeah,
This is
Tim
one of the
Burton's
few things,
cool,
you
yeah.
know. Even though now, like I've gotten brave enough to kind of
Fucking
like
is
still
cool
look
as
at it, but
fuck.
like just hearing that when she's telling the story and she does that oh yeah, it's something like this. That shit scares me. And I mean, you look at it now, it's fucking like
Damn, that was pretty
it's just like
close.
claymation
Classic-
shit, but it's just
Classic
fucking weird.
Large Marge.
Damn.
Large Marge still scares me. So
Yeah, I have a T-shirt of that. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I saw it on Fright Rags. So I was like, I gotta have it.
Oh, for Rex.
And it's so how weird, right? Because I actually have a story similar to that.
That's awesome.
You didn't even go over the scariest part. Is
What?
that they were driving you to the gas station and then they drove past the gas station.
That's
Oh,
true. So,
shit.
dude, it was really messed up. So he's driving us, and I see the gas station. I'm like, oh yes,
We're here.
civilization.
Right.
And then instead of taking this road, he starts going behind the hill that's hidden away from everybody. And I'm like, what the hell is happening? And then he pulls over, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what's going on? And I had a
Weird,
pocket
right?
knife on me, and I grabbed it, and I was like, I'm so fucking scared right now.
Hmm.
And like, hopefully, like, I'm just glad it wasn't too serious. But he just comes out, and he's like, hey, so the gas station's right there. Can I have $50? No, I only have
The
$10 in cash on me. Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Or if not, just unhook me. Just unhook me right now. I'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Ah.
Oh no, we'll take you. And like he kind of looked cracked out. He's missing some teeth and stuff, and he had like chanclas. I'm like, oh man, this guy must be a drunk and a crackhead. He's just looking for some drug money.
Jesus Christ.
And sure enough, like he does. Like he keeps going straight, and I'm just waiting for him to turn around that corner. Please turn around the corner. He turns around the corner, and he takes us there. And I give him a couple of beers, and he's like, I was like, yeah, for when you get home. Get home, I'm drinking them right now. And I'm like, I knew you were drunk.
Yeah. I got
Dude,
my brown bag right here. Let me just put that. We're set.
Dude,
One
I'm
for me
thinking
and
that,
one for Large Marge.
I'm thinking that Red Hot Chili Peppers
shit.
music video where the guy pulls out like the fucking flares and then just starts dancing and shit.
Which video is that? I've never seen that one.
Fuck.
Sounds hot.
I don't remember the name of it, man. But dude, man, VHS, man, that was just be nice. I'd just be watching crazy ass music videos.
Hey, that's fire
my
dancing
God.
to another level.
What are those like VHS, the VHS videos, or not VHS, the channel or whatever with like
MTV?
Metal Mayhem, or what was it
Oh,
called?
that's VH1.
Yeah, VH1. That's what I was trying to think.
I think
of.
so.
Is it Metal
Or,
Mayhem? They used to have it on
MTV2.
weekends.
I don't know, man. Those aren't music channels anymore. So
Well, no, but yeah,
they're dead to us.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Hey, it's Friday the 13th and all. Did you guys check out the new trailer that got released by Womstomp? Never Hike Alone 2? Sneak preview?
No.
No,
I-
that sounds
no.
cool.
No.
No.
You guys haven't seen it? It got released this morning.
I saw a trailer today
What's the
for
last-
History of the World Part 2 from Mel Brooks.
Fuck yeah, that's gonna be on Hulu.
And I haven't seen any trailers this morning, well, other than that one.
I sent you some others, but I didn't watch them because I wanted to save them. It was like a Sasquatch trailer. There was another one that Kane Hodder is going to be playing a slasher.
That one, yeah.
What's that one?
Oh, I forgot the name, but it was off of Bloody Disgusting's website. Hold on, let me just real quick. Need my phone.
He's gonna get it.
Sorry, I moved it because I was like, no, I don't want to be distracted by shit, but then I need it. So fuck me. All right.
So like any like other horror movies that y'all are like excited to see coming up this year? Any horror movies?
Evil Dead Rises.
Yes.
Oh hell yeah,
Sure.
dude!
It
Most
used
definitely.
1,500 liters of blood,
That was
fake
a
blood.
cool
for that.
trailer. It was a cool fucking trailer.
Nice.
I did really.
I
dug
thought
that
so
one.
too. You know, there's something about when I saw that trailer, there's something about like a hopeless, helpless feeling of these kids running for their lives from something pure evil. And there's something about that just terrifies me. These innocent children just running from their lives.
I'm kind of curious.
I think it's gonna be good.
I'm kind of curious if they're gonna bring back any sort of like comedic element to it, because I know like in
that would be nice.
the remake, they kind of stuck.
Yeah,
strict,
it
like,
wasn't
horror.
really in there.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, which is like closer to the original, like the first.
Right,
Evil
yeah.
Dead, so
But yeah, that is one I'm looking forward to. Have you all seen the trailer for Renfield?
Yeah.
I haven't.
Awesome.
I haven't.
It's
Shit.
Nicolas Cage as
Cage.
Dracula.
Awesome.
Dracula.
Fuck yeah. The
Oh
Kane
no,
Hodder
I
movie,
did.
though,
I did. Poison Apple sent it to me.
it's called Kill Her Goats.
That's the Kane Hodder
Kill Her
slash
Goats.
movie?
That's all Kane Hodder.
Yeah. And
Dude,
he's just like he's the slasher in that one, and I don't know. I haven't looked into it past that. I was like, oh, I need to check this later with beer.
What was that?
Dude, what was that weird haunted house movie that just came out in theaters? It's got a really weird name.
Is it the Skinnamarink one?
That's it.
Oh yeah, the one you
Yeah.
said this is a Shutter exclusive, right?
Yeah, that
I-
one's gonna be coming out on Shutter, and right now it's playing at the AMC in Edinburgh.
It
It
had a cool like name for like how they were describing the genre. It was like lo-fi horror or something.
Yeah.
Which I was like,
Oh.
okay, that's kind of
Well, I mean, I don't know if he's watching, but guess who went to go see it already? Bryce.
God damn it.
hell.
Man,
Watching cool movies, man.
that sneaky
little
little
he's leaving you
ninja.
guys in the dust.
Man,
Right now he's
yeah,
saying, "Eat that
but he's
rubber,
keeping
guys."
it to himself. That's the problem. We're like, damn it.
Well,
dude.
no, he wanted to watch it before me, so that's why he.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Because he knew he
Man.
knew I bought my ticket already for Saturday
Yeah.
for tomorrow,
Yeah.
and he was like, "I'm gonna watch it first before this motherfucker." saw
Right.
So
He's the kind of guy we'll be waiting outside a
him.
club all night to get in. We get in, he's been in the VIP room the whole damn time.
it.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna be shirtless too, stroking his beard.
Got 2 girls on the
Yeah,
side. or
hippie's already trashed.
I was like, Bryce, if you're listening, we're talking about you, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna hear shit about it tomorrow, probably.
Oh, man. He's got my number. Text me, sissy.
Let's see here. This is Friday the 13th. You guys, I'm gonna ask you guys like how, or what, or whom is your favorite type of, I guess horror icon. You know, it's Friday the 13th.
I was
It's
going to
obviously
say,
that's
what is
Jason.
your favorite Friday the 13th and why is it Freddy versus Jason?
Do you guys have a
Freddy
particular
versus Jason.
icon that you're like horror icon that you're kind of like is your favorite?
Yeah.
I have
Mascot.
one, and we're never gonna see him again, probably because they've been trying to make a sequel for forever. But Leslie Vernon from Behind the Mask.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, we actually showed that one too on one of the nights of the Gremlin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had to bring it.
Damn,
Yeah, that
that's
one's good.
But it was the fact, spoiler alert, boys and girls, it's the fact that it was all to set up the final girl for that night. And he told her everything.
Yeah. That actually, like, I had seen only a partial part of that movie years ago, but I saw I actually finally saw the ending when I went to go to the Gremlin when y'all were showing it. So finally got some closure on that movie.
But man, I love that recently we had some good icons come out. We got Art the Clown.
Yeah,
I need
That's
to
a
check.
big
I
one
need
right
to check
there.
out that. I've only checked out his clips, and
I haven't seen part
Great.
2 yet. I'm still missing out on that one.
You got like 2.5 hours to spare. Then you
Oh,
can
are
watch
you
that.
serious? It's that
Man.
long?
It's a long movie.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a long movie.
Wow.
Oh, it's
Okay.
I mean, I'd
fucking
watch
good.
that over Avatar, so that works.
Mark said
I'm
that.
gonna sit through for like 2.5.
I don't think
3
I can dip
hours.
into Avatar.
Nah.
I remember
You are a
seeing
good man.
I'm good.
it when it first came out. I don't remember how old I was. Maybe 18.
I didn't even make it that
So
far.
it was awesome.
So good.
But-
Oh, that's cool.
Mark said
I don't know if I'll dip into it again.
Jason Takes Manhattan. Hilarious
Oh.
film.
I
That one's
mean,
funny.
Yeah, that one is pretty
No,
awesome.
I gotta go with Jason X.
Yes,
That's
Fuck yeah.
that's so cool. I love that one, but it's
So
like
in-
it's like a love hate kind of thing because it's
It's because, and also too, that one's very comedic too. It's sci-fi.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
horror. Just by throwing him in space, that became sci-fi right away.
oh yeah.
Also,
And it's
Kane,
very comedic.
The comics
also
were pretty
Kane
cool.
Hodder's
Too.
last one.
Oh shit!
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Wow.
You know,
Yeah, they
did,
replaced
did you
him.
guys know like David Cronenberg came out in that just
Yeah.
to get killed?
Just to get killed. Yep.
Are
That
you
was
serious?
his. That was his. Yeah.
He's the guy with the. This is the guy
Just
like
a-
he has glasses and a suit on, and he gets like impaled in the back. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
in the
he's running
beginning,
away.
right?
In the beginning, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was
These
gonna
are-
say too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Nice.
It's like surprised like David Cronenberg just come on a movie just so he can get killed by
It
Jason.
was so.
Hey man,
fucking
I
cool.
would love to join a horror
Anybody
movie
would.
just to get killed
Anybody
too.
would.
Exactly. Like,
Get
all right,
creative.
cool. Do I die? Awesome. Great. And I get paid. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
He was also one of the main villains in Nightbreed. Actually, I like that movie, man.
Nightbreed is a good one.
Nightbreed.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a Clive Barker movie?
It's a Clive Barker
Yes.
adapted movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Bit
think I read
underrated.
that one. Yeah, it was just another one of his short stories, I believe. I don't think I've watched all of it. It's on my
No,
Well, they
Nightbreed is a
have-
full novel, I think. Though.
yeah.
Well, they have the theatrical and the director's one. The director's one is a longer and better. But
That's what she said.
Ew. It was a real case of the studio coming in and kind of fucking everything up. Like,
Yeah,
we
they
gotta
totally did.
change things. You're making it look like the monsters are the heroes. The
Which
monsters
they're
are
like
the fucking heroes.
they are. They're the fucking
Yeah.
normal. They're the people, like the like actual civilized folk in that whole story.
They're the oppressed minority, man.
That movie had some really great effects, like really great practical effects as well. I was mostly remembering the guy with the like the tentacles and like the goober dude. He had like
Yeah,
some little
yeah.
tentacles coming out of his body and stuff.
Just great types of monster design in that movie.
Yeah, it's absolutely. That's so cool. Although, if I'm gonna have like any kind of anything negative or like to criticize about it, it'd probably be in the story. Because when Clive Barker writes about that, he gets very descriptive about how like certain people get their nipples sliced off, that kind of stuff. I'm like,
Wow.
yeah, like, and just like, huh, okay, dude, I know you're really into that, but that is a little like very specific.
But that's like his thing, man. Like
Yeah.
specific descriptions of body horror, you know.
yeah,
I would
yeah.
argue there's not enough of it.
It's
Yeah, there isn't.
It's his descriptions of
Especially in the film, specifically.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not. It does not hold up to the story in that sense.
I'm pretty sure if Clive Barker like stuck more true to his movies, like they'd be rated like X or something.
Yes,
Or NC-17, excuse me.
Yeah. What was it? I was just trying to remember one of his other novels.
Speaking of that,
Oh.
I mean, do you guys read any like horror novels at all?
I
No,
do not.
literature-
I'll be honest, I don't.
Literature is a weak point. Yeah, I love reading books, but for some reason, just horror literature, I can't get into.
A
It's
lot
weird.
of it
I think
takes a long time to get to the like interesting to the point. Like
Yeah.
a lot of them, they start out so dry and slow, and and that's because
I think-
I like Stephen King, and I'm still like, dude, get to the point, and, you know.
No, I like movies that in the format it is because I could sit down for an hour and a half, 2 hours. With games or books, I never know how long it's going to be.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm into horror games for
Cool.
sure.
Yeah,
I don't know
you
about
are.
you guys.
Oh yeah, whatever I can find. I couldn't remember most of them, but like yeah.
I know he tells me about a lot of like video games,
Yeah,
like a
I
lot.
like played like all the Resident Evil games.
I personally am not a gamer like in any.
all the Silent Hill games.
He's told me like all these video games. I've watched people play video games. I am the worst person to play video games.
Yeah, like I've seen.
I'll play
like,
video games with you. I'll play video games with
Well,
you.
see, the thing is, we wanted to start a Twitch channel of me playing video games. And
Yeah.
like, because I mean, we tried doing it a few times, and like, I'm fucking terrible. Like, I'm the worst.
like, and that was sort of the draw, but it
That
was
was-
also
yeah, it was
just
a
like,
joke, yeah.
like Ray was genuinely suffering. I'm like,
it was rough for me.
it's
like,
not as funny, you know. Like, I mean, it is for me, right? But-
like I actually think I'm climbing a mountain trying to kill a
Yeah,
monster.
exactly.
Physically.
There's like
That's-
comments out there. I thought you said he was cool, man. What is he doing?
define cool.
I will say this, like I've been to those, like, was it those LAN
LAN parties.
LAN parties?
Yeah, where they have like.
when they're playing like Halo or something?
Yeah.
And at the end of the night, it's me getting bitched out by my own teammates because I'm terrible.
You tripped and
One,
fell off the stairs.
two,
and
I've
now
killed my
somebody
own
has to come and
teammates.
rescue you
Like,
or whatever.
it just gets really bad. Like, it's just
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
don't.
so
I,
Mark has a question right here. What are your thoughts on the new series on HBO, The Last of Us?
I know nothing about that one,
so
to be honest with you.
I-
don't know if
I
you know.
haven't-
I do. But do you guys have you guys played those? It's a game.
No, I
It's
haven't.
game
I'm a
series.
fan of
I played the
Pedro
game.
Pascal, man.
Yeah.
I love Game of
Yeah,
Thrones.
And I
Pedro
love the
Pascal
game.
is great. Well, which one? Both of them?
I haven't played part 2, but the first one, that one's a really good one.
Mhm.
I remember some years back, during a time, my 2 favorite games to play at the time was Until Dawn and The Last of Us. The Last of Us.
Mm. Mhm.
But I'm really hoping the series is going to be really
Yeah.
good. I don't know. I think that one's going to be a hit or miss. I'm not sure. I think it's going to really depend on the acting and
I mean, Pedro
how they're going to kind of
Pascal's
create this
always
bond with the
pretty great.
characters.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, I mean, it kind of bugs me knowing the story ahead, or rather to see like how it's going to play out as far as the TV series will go. I always wonder if they're going to be like, they're going to take creative licensing with it and sort of go their own
Mhm.
way,
Yeah.
or if they're just going to follow, I guess the main story of that stuff.
So
Um,
it is a video game primarily, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
Yes.
it's a post-apocalyptic future, and everybody's like on these small sort of like colonies, and kind of like The Walking Dead, basically. Instead, it's of normal zombies. Instead of like the typical kinds of zombies, they're infected with like a fungus or something. that
Yeah.
sort of take. It's like that cordyceps fungus, I think, that takes over your body and just controls you.
Yeah.
I don't know about any of that, man.
Well, so that thing is actually something that happens to bugs mostly. It's a fungus that gets in their head and like eats their brain and then takes control of their nervous system and does all
That's
this.
a real
And so,
thing?
like it's a real thing. It's actually called like the zombie fungus or something like I forget.
Oh,
So
Uh,
it's real.
that's
so
that's why I
cordyceps is
love
the
science.
science genus or whatever bullshit name. I just
Okay.
I'm not like
What was it?
it isn't something I'm making up, even though it sounds like it should be.
Do you
because-
ever read any of those science articles where scientists uncover land in Antarctica with viruses once dormant for 10,000
Yeah.
years are now alive again?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
you have a
awesome.
pretty good like newsy kind of voice right there. You should do like
In a
more
world
announcements.
of dueling podcasters, we come together on Friday the 13th to solve a murder.
Are you guys? I know. You guys have delved into like some kind of a paranormal stuff as well. Have you like, Jamie? I know you've done like some paranormal investigations. Like, what are those like for you?
Really cool.
So yeah, I recently joined the Revenant Watch team. So I'm an investigator in training,
Wow.
and
cool.
they took us on an investigation over there. I believe it was at the old fire station in
Edinburgh. Oh wait, no.
Wessica.
West Fire Station in Wessica.
And that one was that was a really great experience. It was something that I've always wanted to do. So when going into that, I know that when we first got there, and it's so weird because me and Quest Black, we were both like new to this type of investigation. And we go in and they're talking and stuff. And I don't know what happened, but we looked up at the ceiling, dude, and we heard like footsteps and we can hear them and stuff. And then we were like, whoa. And then we looked at everyone, did you guys hear that? And they're like, hear what? We're like, what? Like somebody's walking up there. And I asked them like, what's up there? They're like, no, nothing's up there. Like, there's no way anybody would be up there or anything. You can't access that.
Ghost.
Yeah.
That is every paranormal.
Awesome.
That is every paranormal investigation show. Did you hear that? Did
I know it was intense.
The
and
ghost
it was
crapped
so
in my
weird.
pants. What happened?
There was this one room. I don't know why, but it was so weird. So, the atmosphere to me, everything was normal. But for some reason, when we entered to the first room, it just got super dead silent, like no breeze. There
Oh,
was
yeah.
like just dead silence. I don't know. It was the weirdest thing, and it just got real heavy inside. I was like, "Whoa, what the hell is going on in here?" And we were picking up some audio in there. There was some like feedback coming in, and we're like, "Holy shit! There is something here,
Mhm.
and something's still lingering around." But
Mm-hmm.
that was my first time doing an investigation, and I can't wait to do future investigations with them. But I don't know. I'm waiting for something to throw something at me or push me or something. I don't know, but hey, that's an experience that I fucking want.
I know we had like the stupid idea to go like to either any kind of place that seems like it's haunted and take the Ouija board with us.
But it doesn't work for us. So like,
Well,
it's
we
not-
we
Wait,
did.
as in like you tried it?
Well,
already,
we
or-
did it. We did a Ouija board session for our Halloween special for Valley Strange.
That's
I think
all
a year
of
ago.
5 minutes.
We were like trying to like contact Norm Macdonald because he had just passed away.
Yeah.
Or just anyone in general. But like, of course, I think either we're just have our ghost repellent or paranormal repellent, because I think we're just approaching it like assholes. So like, no one
Man.
wants to contact an asshole, So it didn't work for us, but we're willing to try it again, and probably in more scenarios that are not controlled, because we were in a particular room. So maybe out on a bridge.
I was
maybe
just
out.
asking if y'all had kept the receipt, mostly.
Yeah.
It's like that was like $10.
Speaking of spooky stuff, I see Mark in the comments section. I remember Jamie, the first night we did a recording at the studio, Mark saw on the security camera orbs. The light
Yeah, it
orb.
was when we
Oh,
were
okay.
leaving too. So when we were
Yeah.
leaving, and he showed us
Yeah.
that little video clip, and you can see an orb just kind of like going around. And I know in the past he's been experiencing something that's going on in there.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
I've heard him say that.
But I already heard the EVP findings. Holy shit! And I think he's probably talking about that investigation that I went through. Well, Mark, I want to know what happened. Well, what did you hear? What did you see?
Hey,
Go,
listen, at the
he's heard the
studio-
evidence before you.
Yeah, so there was a meeting, and me and Quest could not make it out
Yeah.
to the meeting so that we can go back and review all the footage, all the
Oh, okay.
audios, and everything. So, but
Okay, keep in
so
mind.
yeah, so he heard something, and he's seen something already that I haven't seen or heard.
Keep in mind, there's also a very large amount of Fireball whiskey in the fridge. So keep everything.
Hey, that
everything
we
there,
know
keep
of. It
as a
could
grain
already
of
be
salt, my
gone.
friend.
Got it. So you guys were making slushies. Cool.
Oh.
I love slutties.
Ah.
Yeah, close enough. That works.
We've had experiences ourselves as far as like
I've only had that.
we had an apartment we lived
Oh,
together in,
yeah,
and we've
yeah.
had some situations that happened there, but we've kind of wrote them off as like, no, maybe we're just nuts, like maybe that's just some kind of defense mechanism on our part. But I
Right?
saw a doppelganger in our place of a friend of ours. Kind of, it's kind of funny because it wasn't like anything scary. I saw him go into my room because I had like a private it was the master bedroom and had like the private restroom. And then our
Yeah.
friend would go in there to take a shit, and he would close all my doors. And I was just telling him, like, don't lock my doors. And I followed him into the room, and he wasn't there. And I was like, huh, it wasn't
Oh.
him.
Yeah,
Or there was
no,
nothing
he was
there.
outside having a
What?
smoke or something.
And I saw him clear as day. I walked in there, and I was like, don't lock my door if you're going to take a shit. And I just look in, turn the corner. I'm like, oh, it's not him. We had someone see, while we were all in the living room, a pair of cigarettes, like, kind of fly up on its own.
No.
I had a scenario where a friend of mine had a particular candle that was made by a witch, and
the one that flared up.
and it flared up in the middle of the night while it was like lit up, and it like cracked. It was like one of those skinny long ones,
Yeah.
and when it flamed up, it lit up the whole room, and engraved or like burnt into the glass would look like a typical demon, had horns and everything.
What?
And it was a line of
Huge
it too.
dong. Yeah, all of
The
that.
dong wasn't visible, right?
It was invisible.
There was no giant demon dick in there, right?
Dude, I thought this was the end.
This is how I always knew I'd go.
But I mean, we've had experiences in my apartment. Even my ex-wife said she saw a doppelganger of me in the apartment, to so much so that she ran out of the apartment, like kind of.
I remember
like huffing and puffing because, like she said, she saw someone standing in the apartment that wasn't there.
we had like seat cushions on the couch get flipped up.
Yeah.
One of I think what had happened to me, like I got like choked out by a blanket at one point. That was funny.
You know,
I was trying to
it's
sleep.
funny.
I was trying to
Yeah.
go to sleep, and I'm just like,
You know, it's
what?
funny that a lot
I
of
didn't do
things
that.
happen to us,
Okay.
and like we kind of just like, oh, maybe it's just
fuck off.
maybe I was choking myself. you
Yeah,
know? Like-
exactly. Could have happened.
but
you know, it sounds like Ray. It sounds like something's following you.
see, that's what they've told me too. They
Yeah,
think
he's
something is like
cursed.
following me specifically.
Yeah,
Your family thinks you're cursed.
They kind of think I'm.
I'm not an expert yet, but I'm
But
in training.
I will say this. I've mentioned that even though people have said that to me.
I've
That-
had weird shit happen to me when he's not even there. So I don't know.
Well,
I had
when I
sleep
when I was a
paralysis
kid,
at one point
there was a
over there. That was
person
fun.
who was my parent, well, my mother and her sister, her twin, had a family friend who had a child who was using the Ouija board, and they would go into a trance allegedly, and they were asking questions to the whatever spirit they were speaking to. This is from what they told me,
Spirits.
and that the spirit told them that it's gonna play with all the children. And I mean, obviously, I was one of the children. And the thing is, I don't know if that affected any of my other cousins who were from my aunt's side, but I was the only one that made a joke about it. Whenever I got up to the Ouija board, I got close to it, and I was gonna touch it, and my mother was like, "Don't touch the Ouija board." And I go, "What is something gonna come out and get me?" And I made the joke. I was like, "Ooh," like that. I did that. Now I'm the
Oh,
person. Now I'm the
man.
person who gets shit from.
You already taunted it.
Yeah, I taunted it, and here we are.
Yeah.
Like here we are. It just like lingers in the
Doppelganger.
background, you know.
This bitch.
Next time at Gremlin, I'm gonna turn the corner. I'm gonna see. I think a doppelganger view, and then like that scene from The Shining, getting blown by like some dude in a furry suit or something. And you'll be like, "It's a doppelganger."
I go, these have been lonely times, guys. Like, just, let me have my moment, all right?
We've all been there. We've all been there.
So,
Something to look forward to.
Yeah. but that's my experience with paranormal stuff. And I mean, I know growing up, family members have tried to like tell us scary stories. I mean, I don't know if that's happened to you guys. Jamie, you said that your parents would show you horror movies, but my family would just tell us like old folkloric like stuff like the La Llorona, duendes out there, ghosts that they
Yeah, the
saw,
stories that must
just
not
to scare
die.
the shit out of you. Well, not even that necessarily,
it's
but
all
like
in there,
their
yeah.
own experiences with like the supernatural and stuff
Mhm.
to try and scare the shit out of the kids. Why is that the
Oh,
case? I
okay.
don't know, but
To keep you in line.
to keep me in
They want to
line,
control you.
it just made me like scared as shit. Like,
Yeah,
I
there
don't
you
know
go.
what it was. No like
Yeah.
moral dilemma.
Oh.
I was like one of the best behaved kids ever
So
in
they
the
were
world.
just being shitty to you. Okay.
You
got it.
know, when I was a kid, me and my sister were like about a year and a half apart. And when our parents showed us the film Evil Dead 2, we're like little kids, and after we saw that movie and it wasn't scary to us anymore, we thought it was just super funny. We would like reenact the scene. So we would be running around the house screaming at our parents, "Hey, I'll swallow your soul! I'll swallow your soul!" And they'll be like, "What is happening here?"
You know, I had some like little cousins. I used to when I would go to work and they would come home from school. I lived near an elementary school. They would walk to my house and wait for their parents to pick them up. And I had a tendency to just show them horror movies. And I left them one like afternoon in my room with the lights off. And I was like, "You guys should check this movie out. It's fun. I think you'll like it." Mind you, this is like a second and like third grader in my house, you know. And I was gonna leave them alone. And I threw in Evil Dead, not knowing that they watched the whole thing, and that later on in life they said I traumatized them by putting that movie on and just leaving the house.
No.
So I was like, "You guys should grow up, man. I was watching scary movies when I was a kid. Like,
My job here is
Yeah.
done.
get over it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely lack of parental supervision
Oh,
that
yeah.
attributed to that for me. But
Well, I had a TV. We were talking about this not too long ago. I had a TV in my house when I was younger. So like, not in my house, but in my room, like a little 13-inch with a VHS connected to it. So my days were pretty much going to the video store, which was I had two of them, like 2 blocks away from my house. I had the Blockbuster, and then what it just doesn't stand anymore, but it was an action video.
Oh, so it's
It was
gone?
locally owned. It's still there, but I don't know if anyone like it's
Runs
open or
it?
anything.
Oh, okay.
But my nights, even as like an elementary school kid, were walking over to the video store and just renting whatever horror movie I could find, or any movie in general. Speaking of that, and for some reason, like the clerks or the people on the counter like didn't say anything. They're just like, oh yeah, he knows his number. Like he's gonna rent the movie. he always brings them back on time. Like whatever.
as long as his money's real.
They're like, oh man, it's this kid again. Just give it to him.
And I always had questions too. Like I always like ask them, like, I saw this movie on Cinemax this one night. Like, do you remember the name of it? And they would be like, oh yeah, I know that movie.
You, dude. I would have been like, look at this kid, parenting done right, or somebody's doing right with this kid right
Yeah,
here. This is
Those
so
movies
nice.
are in the back,
man.
behind the curtains. All right.
They're like, oh yeah, you can go by yourself. I'm not gonna lead you back there.
Nah,
But go ahead,
you
get
little,
it.
weird little shit. Get out of here.
No, in the action video, those movies were right by the counter. So like, no, like, because it goes, I'm assuming those are the ones that got stolen. But mind you,
Aw,
you had to get the cover, take it to the counter, and then
Oh,
they had to go
that's
back.
true.
And,
go
like,
back
give
and
it to
pick
you.
it up for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those are the days. So, you have any questions?
Do I have any questions? I mean, not in particular. I mean, we kind of covered most of.
Speaking of, we were talking about like video games real quick. What video game, as far as like horror related, is kind of your favorite, Jamie? I know like Roland told me this one about like it was actually ghost hunting. What was it called?
Phasmophobia.
Phasmophobia.
Yeah.
There's like a million of those. Yeah, that one's fun as hell though.
They tried to get me. I've never played it, but it seems like something interesting that I would want to.
you just pretend you're Zach Baggins for whatever the hell in Ghost Adventures, being
the
an
coolest
ass.
guy on earth.
You're
Yeah,
basically
the-
an investigator in training or something. But so that's the whole reason why I got a PC, so that I could start
Oh, right on.
streaming all these like indie horror games, right?
Yeah.
That you can play on Microsoft or PlayStation. So
There's
that
a
was like
lot.
one of the first games I downloaded. I'm looking for people to play with.
Oh, cool.
Just
I had my friends.
You know.
I had a buddy, my buddy Daniel, to play with that one, but he kind of got tired of it after a while. And all of my other friends are wimps. They don't, or not my friends, my brother's friends that I can talk to, and they don't go for any of that stuff. They're the only ones that I know that also will play games. There's another really cool one called Forewarned. That's basically the same thing, but like you're in a like an Egyptian temple kind of thing. There's like mummies and shit.
Oh, that's a little bit different. Some different folklores. I like things like that.
Is great. It's great fun. I mean, all you need is your mic, and you just run in there like a dummy. And
That's what I heard too. So I want to try that one out.
oh, that's
Me
great.
and Poison Apple played a little bit of Devour. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah.
Oh my
one's
god,
also
that
super
one's
great.
intense.
Yeah, that one's
And then-
was super cool.
Yeah.
In that one, I think you go after them, right? Or like you run for a while, and then like you have to. It depends on which, I guess, monster you pick or sort of thing. Like
Yeah,
there's a
which
few.
level? So I'm playing on the farmhouse right now, and I think her name's Anna or something. I don't know. She's this weird witch possessed. I don't know what she is really, right? But she's roaming around the house. I'm over here scavenging for little baby goats, and I have to sacrifice them. I have to throw them in the pits
yeah.
of fire. It's so
You have
sad,
to
right?
complete
But
the ritual. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, there are a
Did,
few of
any of you-
those.
did any of you guys play Fortnite during in October?
No, I've played it before, but not often. I think it was like when it sort of first kicked off. It was like, yeah, it's kind of fun.
Last October they had one level appear, the cabin from Evil Dead.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you can even dig under, and it would go to the.
Isn't Ash's
like-
character in the game? Like, can't you
Ash's
pick him?
characters in the game is an
Yeah.
unlockable skin.
Yeah.
And plus, I was like looking around the cabin, like they have little shacks with ammo sometimes. I went in there, it was the fucking shack with the chainsaw.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh.
Sweet.
Just Mark said the film that still freaks me out is Sinister. That's one of my favorites also.
Oh, with
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke.
Oh,
There we go.
yeah.
Yeah, that one's really
yeah.
good. Ethan Hawke is a great actor.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. That movie kind of like had an impression on me whenever like in the very beginning, whenever the families like kind of lined up with the nooses, and then they all kind
Yeah.
of race together. I was like, all right, we're killing the whole family. And this woman for a treat, you know. I know you guys review beers whenever you record your podcast. Sometimes, so like favorite beer.
Bat Squatch was one that I keep going back to,
I
but
really
last
like
time I
that
had
one.
it just kicked my ass.
I
Like I
really
woke
like
up
that
like
one.
I don't want to go to work.
It's nice and
for-
strong. Yeah.
Yeah, it is really strong, and it's got like citrus aroma, so you can really taste like the pineapple and the
Mhm.
citrus in there. One of my favorites is Voodoo Ranger IPA, and
Voodoo Ranger's
I
good.
like the IPA Scorpion Bowl.
I don't think I've ever had that one.
I don't think so. I mean, like, I don't think I have. I like Voodoo Ranger's great.
Wait, I got one for us today.
Oh shit!
After
I should check
we're
those.
done now, it's Hazer Tag.
Yeah,
I think it's called.
let me check them real quick.
Um, And I think my
Is
favorite
it the hazy IPA?
Yeah.
Okay, that one's good.
We had
That
it
one's
last time, and we drank 2 6-packs together, and like
really-
we're
Damn.
fucked up. Yeah.
Like men.
And I finished that 6-pack, right?
Goddamn right.
But
You know,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
So I've tried a lot of different flavors of Voodoo Ranger. I would always grab the variety packs.
Boom.
Oh, hey, that's a new one. I haven't tried that one. Hazer Tag. Where
Crack
did you
'em.
pick that one up?
At the holiday in San Benito.
Wow.
Their selection has dwindled in the past couple of weeks. But they had this.
I gotta
though, so
check
it was
that
good.
one out. I'm gonna go on a hunt for that one now. No, please take a sip and tell me how it tastes. Review.
I love IPAs.
Same here.
It's very light IPA.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not as bitter. It's kind of smooth. Nice and cold. I don't know how it would be warm. The homeboy likes to drink them warm. Like
I mean, sure.
What?
Like, I'll drink them cold, but like as they warm up to room temp, I keep drinking them because they hit me harder. But
I mean, yeah, of course.
And the flavors
You're gonna
change.
finish your beer, but like to deliberately drink it warm.
well,
That's
It
fucking.
shouldn't get warm is the whole point. The whole point is that if it gets warm, it's because you're babysitting it. Don't do
Yeah.
that.
Well,
Just drink your
that's-
beer.
that's-
when that
sociopathic
happens,
kind of shit,
It
you know?
happens. It happens.
I heard Dahmer was a warm beer drinker.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
I guess he knew what's up.
Um,
Oh no, but it's pretty fruity. It's like you said, it's lighter, so
It's
it's,
light,
kind
yeah.
of like an ale almost. It's not. It's got a little bit of a bitter aftertaste, but not much. So that's cool.
Jamie, you were saying?
Smooth.
So the variety packs of Voodoo Ranger, they're always changing because they're always bringing out new flavors. But one of my first packs that I would always get, and I would get it all the time, it came with, of course, the original IPA. It came with American Lager. It came with the 1985, and I can't remember what the fourth one was, but it was one of my favorite variety packs. Anyways, so that 1985 IPA, they discontinued it. So I could never find it, just a 6-pack. Every time I wanted
That
to have
was
that one, I
such a
would buy the
good
12-pack.
Damn. it.
So-
Yes, it was.
For me,
Voodoo Ranger on Instagram was doing this contest. So they were talking about how they wanted to bring back one of those, well, not the beer, but a garbage pale kid, but like infused
Oh,
with Voodoo
nice.
Ranger. And it was a 1985,
Wow.
edition, right? And
Cool.
it said like comment below, like, share, whatever, and and I remember real quick I got on there and I was talking about my story about the 1985 IPA and how I could never find it in a 6-pack. I would always have to go and grab a 12-pack just to get it, and now I can't find it anywhere. Whatever, this whole beloved story. Well, they selected me as one of the winners, and they
Oh,
already
shit.
like shipped out the card to me.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I
Nice.
got one of those
Fuck
hazy
yeah.
IPAs, the 1985 IPA garbage pale ale infused with
Nice.
Voodoo Ranger card.
Oh.
We for the past couple of years since doing these podcasts, we've been kind of not so subtly begging founders breweries and like Stone
anybody.
to send
Hey.
us free beer.
What's up? We'll
I was like,
drink 'em.
Hey,
maybe
man,
they'll- maybe
that's
they're
like
nice
the
about it,
goal
you know?
right there. To get sponsored right by a brewery
yeah.
or local brewery.
Or it's like we don't even need sponsored just to give us a 6-pack. Like,
No. Yeah.
Or just to send a 6-pack. Hey, send us a 6-pack. We'll
What's that?
review it.
9%
Yeah.
ABV? Okie dokie.
hello, RGV Paranormal Lockdown. Humberto, how you doing?
Hey,
Oh, cool, man. What's up? Actually, I'm gonna go get those other beers before they frost over.
Yeah, you should
that's
take
the
him out.
homie G Bert right there. Known him
Steve,
since high school.
that's Steven. What's up, man? That's a friend of ours. Well, guys, I'm not sure if I want to keep you guys any longer. I would like you all to enjoy your Friday the 13th night if you all have any plans.
Well, my friend.
What? We're good? Okay. If you guys want to let everyone know where they can find you, socials, your podcast, your YouTube channel.
Oh, most definitely. So you guys can follow us on Evil by Default Podcast Facebook. Our Facebook group page is RGV Nights of Fright. You can follow us on Instagram. You can listen to us on Spotify, and you can watch us on our YouTube channel, Evil by Default Podcast.
Badass.
And the event coming up soon.
You're right. So on January 18th at the Gremlin, we are going to be screening Reanimator, followed by The Bride of Reanimator, guys. So please mark your calendars, come out, and we're going to be showing those movies starting at 7:00.
Fucking cool.
We just last year I think we did like all three of those in the podcast: Reanimator, Bride, and Beyond.
Beyond.
Beyond is
That's
a
so fucking bad. I love it.
Beyond is another. That's
That's
a piece of
some
shit, but
fun
it's good.
shit.
It's fun. It's a piece of shit though.
I mean, like when we went to go meet Jeffrey Combs, did you get him? Which of the pictures did you pick again to get him?
You
to sign,
just
dude?
dropped that bomb like nothing. That's
Oh, I'm
huge.
sorry.
You guys,
I'm
you're like, oh,
Casually
trying to be
me,
smooth.
me
Well,
with
we-
Jeffrey
Rupert
Combs?
West.
Oh, stop.
No, that wasn't even the coolest part. I mean, he was awesome. as
Yeah,
shit.
he's our best
But
friend
that
now.
fucking that. Oh man, it was
Well,
that-
we went to the Texas Frightmare weekend in Dallas.
yeah. So like Joe
Oh,
Bob
that
was
is
there,
awesome.
Cassandra Peterson.
Yeah,
freaking,
we didn't
Robert
get to see
Englund.
anybody because I mean we didn't get to meet anybody technically except for
No,
Jeffrey Combs.
like,
we kind of lucked out to where we could
Bruce
get
Campbell was
ahead
there,
of the line.
Ted Raimi, Sam Raimi.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell was there. Ted Raimi
Like,
was there.
everybody.
Elvira.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a
I've,
good lineup
I've gone
already.
before. I've
Darcy
met
was there with
Tom
Joe
Savini.
Bob. Yeah.
I've met Bruce Campbell before, but like at the Wizard World in Austin.
But the place was such a clusterfuck, so like
It
we
was
could only we
nuts.
didn't have time or like the space to get in there.
I could imagine, and I imagine
It's
it being
so-
really big too. I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
guys didn't even cover the entire place.
It
no,
was
not in the slightest.
nah,
No,
we tried, but like we went there to meet Jeffrey Combs.
that was our
and-
main goal.
And
Which
like
we did.
the second yeah, Tim Curry was there. You had to
Yeah.
fucking go to his room, like a private room
Wow.
thing. At that point, it was also expensive as fuck.
We were just like walking by people, kind of like with my phone and kind of just snapping pictures like this.
shit, you can't stop us. Click. Yes.
That is
like,
so cool.
But we do have pictures of us with Jeffrey Combs. But like, I was like telling him, I go, whenever we actually took the picture with him, he tells me, he goes, come on in, come on. And
Yeah,
he puts his
dude.
hand on me, and you see my face, like it looks like
Just-
I have no expression, but internally I'm screaming like
He's
a girl.
glowing. all right. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm sure you
I-
peed yourself a little bit.
There was a few drops.
You know, he was saving it just for that moment. So, so yeah, like I mean, like I was just trying to remember what we ended up getting him to sign. I ended up
just-
going with the Frighteners, which I
He
was
had a
like,
Frightener's
"Fuck yeah."
autograph. I did just the regular.
The second I saw the
Reanimator.
him there with his bulletproof suit kind of thing, I was like, yes, that's it, right?
Yes,
Yep,
that-
that right there.
yeah.
Mhm.
he was a really cool guy, so I recommend you all like check
Yeah.
like meet him and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I've been
So
wanting
awesome.
to do more conventions in the future, man. I really want the atmosphere
Oh,
and to
man.
get drunk as hell.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
that's
a
great.
lot of fun. I've gone to a lot of horror cons, and they do get really claustrophobic, especially when you start going out there. I've been to one in
Mhm.
San Antonio, the Alamo City Comic Con, and man, you're just bumping everybody like
Mhm.
shoulder to
Oh,
shoulder.
yeah, big time.
I remember I saw a Deadpool, and I remember I was like, "Whoa, that dude is not wearing any underwear." Like I just saw like his whole
Yeah.
You're drinking
Swamp.
outside. I was like,
Yeah, that-
Red Gibson.
That's
whatever.
common for Spider-Mans out there too.
You hope it was Deadpool. He just had this one long
Oh,
zipper in
man.
the back.
I'm like,
and one over his
You
face.
know, like this guy's circumcised.
Yeah.
no underwear, man. I was like,
Is that a
wow.
Prince Albert? What
Um,
the fuck?
Guys,
Could be.
we want to thank you for coming on, and hopefully we can meet again, but in a different setting. Maybe we can watch a movie together, talk about a movie, all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
We also have reactions. We want to get other people on. So if you have the opportunity or you're available, we would love for you to come down and do a reaction with us.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we just want to wish everyone a awesome Friday the 13th.
Happy
Drink your
Friday the
beers.
13th, everyone.
Yeah.
Happy
Drink your
Friday the
beers. Have a safe night. And
Yeah.
guys, again, thank you very much for joining us. And hope to do this again.
Let's do it again.
All right. And
Yeah.
we'll be seeing you at the event on the 18th. So,
Fuck
Better
yeah.
be there.
all right, guys, see y'all later.
We're dead.
Peace.
That's
All
not
right,
an
stay
issue, man.
spooky.
We got that green shit.
Yeah.
Let's see here.